And we're back. And this is a video comparison between Apple iPhone X versus the Google Pixel 2 XL. And here we have it. This is the Apple iPhone X. This is a revolutionary design from Apple because Apple's been going with this pretty much the same design for the last 3 years, and they finally changed it up with this iPhone X. Apple has went from having the biggest bezels on the planet to having almost no bezels at all except for the notch. But the front firing speaker and the cameras and the sensors had to be held somewhere. I don't find that a problem. 5.8 inch 1125 AMOLED screen, and it really looks good. Apple has really adjusted the colors and made this 1125 screen look better than what it actually is. This is a phablet screen in a phone's body, and they did a good job with that. This ceramic looking phone matches the Apple ceramic edition Apple Watch. Looks absolutely great. You got speaker, microphone, and you have your lightning connector. Fast charging is available, but it doesn't come in the box. Volume keys, you got your toggle to silence, and you got your power button, and you got new ways of working this phone, which is pretty good. It needed a refresh. Now let's go with the Pixel 2 XL. This phone is a 6-inch Quad HD display, and the display's been getting a lot of slack, but to me the display looks excellent. You have front firing speakers, nice color of the black bezels in the front with the white build and the black in the back. Real good looking Panda edition Google Pixel 2 XL. Fingerprint scanner in the back, and that's real easy. As soon as you pull out your phone, your finger automatically migrates to the back, and that's awesome. They've gone with a orange power button, volume keys, and you got your SIM card slot, 12 megapixel camera, and at the bottom you have your Type-C port that doubles as your headphone jack. Both of these phones don't have headphone jacks. You gotta use a dongle. So now let's take a look at the screens. Both these screens look pretty good, and I must honestly say they both look good in bright sunlight, just barely. They both look rich. They both look vibrant in my opinion. I know a lot of people might say the iPhone screen is calibrated better, and I might agree with that, but this phone here got more pixels. So take your pick, iPhone X, Pixel XL. When it comes to the screen, I think they both look good. We can literally give this one a wash. Now when it comes to the speakers, there's a lot of fuss over Apple speakers. People say it sounds very clear, very loud. It sounds good. Let's put it to the test versus the Google Pixel 2 XL speakers.
That's what you asking for. Lost in your mind, you back and forth. Drink a little bit, now you want the world. Lost in your mind, you back and forth. Drink a little bit, now you want the world. So you gotta know, don't go chasing waterfalls, it might fall. Don't go chasing waterfalls, it might fall. Turn right now, just be mine right now. I know you. Liquor keep pouring, drink keep spilling, and I don't think nobody is like. Vivo, baby, me la vivo. Si me dice que está pa' mí, sabes, mami, que me activo. Chasing after danger, making my way. Maybe if the stars align. No, this is my distance. I've
When it comes to the sound of both of these phones, man, they both sound good. Front firing speaker, both of them on the Pixel 2 XL. One front and one bottom firing speaker on the iPhone X. I gotta say, it's almost a wash. You guys can just tell me in the comments which one sound better. The iPhone X got a similar build to the iPhone 8 when it comes to the cameras, but Apple with this iPhone X got optical image stabilization on both cameras. These pictures look absolutely incredible with the iPhone X. I'm definitely impressed with the shots that I've been able to take. I've been impressed with the video. I've been impressed with the stabilization. The colors on the iPhone X is absolutely incredible, accurate looking. They just look absolutely great. Very impressed with the picture quality on the iPhone X. Now when it comes to the Pixel 2 XL, pictures are definitely impressive on this phone. Definitely worth getting. Now a lot of people is automatically giving the crown to the Pixel 2 XL when it comes to camera. I'm gonna admit, I see why they gave this the notch. But if you want the more vibrant camera on the market, you definitely gonna want to go with the iPhone X. iPhone X is giving you more vibrancy in its pictures. Google's giving you more accurate and more well done pictures. The pictures is really a crapshoot which one you want. If you want the more vibrancy, go with the iPhone X. If you want the more accurate but still punchy, the Google Pixel 2 XL. I pretty much give it a wash. That's how good both these cameras are. Now when it comes to battery life. Battery life on both these phones are night and day. The iPhone X battery life review is up. The Google Pixel 2 XL battery life review is up. Pretty much both these battery lives are good with moderate use. If you're using it light, good. If you're using it moderately, good. But if you're using it heavy or moderate to heavy, it's going to be night and day. The iPhone X can't handle heavy usage. You're going to be disappointed with the battery life with this phone. You're going to be plugged up the wall just like before if you use this phone heavy. Because the standby time is there, but if you use the phone heavy, you don't give standby time a chance if you use it heavy. With the Google Pixel 2 XL, the battery life is so good on this phone. No, it doesn't matter how you use it, you're going to be impressed by how long this phone lasts you throughout the day. So in battery life, without a shadow of a doubt, the Google Pixel 2 XL. Now, when I got the iPhone this year, I was going all in with Apple. I was going to get the Apple Watch. I was going to keep one of these iPhones. But that all changed. Using this phone on a daily basis, I'm starting to realize that iOS will probably never be with me. The OS, yes, it does feel a little bit more comfortable being able to swipe, have some intuitive gestures, but at the same time, I'm real disappointed with iOS. It still haven't grown up. I'm more comfortable with Android. Android is just a operating system that's just absolutely improved and it's gone to the next level. I'm more happier with Android, using Android on a regular basis. For instance, apps stay open in the background and you could absolutely resume where you was before in Android. In Apple, you pretty much got to start over the app and start from scratch. I don't like that. Both these OS, I can agree with you. If you're happy with iOS, I understand. If you're happy with Android, I understand. But I'm the type of person, I'm more happier using Android. The OS for me is Android. Now, both of these phones, neither one of these phones is worth the price that's being asked. But Apple actually have the nerve to ask for $1,100 for this iPhone is absolutely ridiculous. This phone should have been in the $700 range. Bottom line, end of story. And the same thing goes with Google. These phones are not $1,000 phones, period. You got great cameras, great speakers, and I would say great battery life, but battery life is not there on the iPhone. It's not enough to justify the price. I'm sorry. So none of these phones are worth it. But which phone deserves to be in your pocket? If you want great battery life, it gotta be the Pixel. If you want great cameras, it could be either one. You got Apple with the water resistance, wireless charging, but you don't have a headphone jack. With Google, you don't have wireless charging, and you don't have a headphone jack, but you got some water resistance. These phones are gaining something and missing something at the same time that we need, but yet and still they want to charge so much. And it's a really hard choice, but what made it easy to choose was the battery life. The Google Pixel 2 XL is a better phone than the iPhone X, period, end of story. These are great phones. These are well done phones when it comes to the builds, but at the same time, they're not worth $1,000. But in this battle, the Google Pixel 2 wins.